Let's go down to Kokomo.
Day 113, Friday the 5th of February. Costa Maya, Mexico. Day 2 of dice school yesterday was a refresher on day 1, plus lots more terminology and number crunching. There's so much to take in and memorise. Plus, as the stick man, we have to narrate the entire game and have more lines to learn than someone trying to do an unabridged, one-woman version of Hamlet. And we've only just touched on the basics so far. Honestly, my head is ready to explode at this point, but in a good way if that's possible. Never one to do things by halves, and despite still feeling below par due to my cold, after sitting in the sun to gather my papers and reread all the craps handouts, I climbed the 9 flights of stairs to the gym, intent on punishing my body for a bit, having worn out my brain. Bored with running, /rowing, /cycling, etc., after my 12-minute cross-training warm-up, I decided to embark upon learning something else new: yoga. Now, I've never been the most flexible, agile, or elegant person in the world, so for me to attempt to learn yoga was always going to be like trying to read the entire dice manual backwards in Braille. In fact, the only thing I really knew about yoga was that it's all in the breathing, which is rather a shame, as if it was about laughing instead, I'd be a black belt already after only 1 session. I tried earnestly to contort my arms and legs into somewhere near the correct poses, but it was like trying to dress an obstinate young child throwing a tantrum into a duffel coat and gloves, the kind that are strung onto elastic and dangle infuriatingly out of each sleeve. And I either held my breath, such was my concentration, or I collapsed onto the floor in a heap of giggles. Plus, no one told me yoga hurts. Not just the continual falling down, but my poor screaming body as I stretched so hard I found parts that had never been discovered before. And don't even get me started on the balance aspect. Even leaning against the wall, I was like a sapling poplar tree in a hurricane. And the ship was anchored still in Belize, so there was no blaming the waves. It then transpired that I'm part dinosaur. Somewhere in my ancestry, I must have a long-lost T-Rex as a great-great-uncle or something. It's the only way to explain my ridiculously short arms. Either that, or I accidentally had an arm transplant that I forgot about. My right arm in particular not only seems to belong to some foreign beast, but it is appreciably shorter, and it also turns out it's not even stuck on the right way, as I can't get it to bend in the right direction ever. It's so unruly, I'm pretty sure I could qualify for a place in the Paralympics in Rio later this year. Still, it was only day 1, and I didn't actually dislocate anything, despite feeling like I was about to at times. And afterwards my body felt like it had been stretched on a rack, which can only be a good thing, right? I'll let you know when I attempt to climb down the ladder from my bed to reach the floor shortly. At work in the evening, I got to deal Squeeze Baccarat, a sophisticated version of my favourite game, and then sort over 24 decks of cards. So for me, it was like an evening in Pleasureville, not another night shift at the office. Right now, Dice School Day 3 beckons though. There's no rest for the wicked. And that's all for day 113. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in to day 114's antics tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not literally, because this shit never stops. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a day. And if you're enjoying it, like and share it too. Thank you!